conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen. Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. Yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel, so you go it alone. You turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real. Yeah, girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Yeah, let 'em in. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Let 'em in. Had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen. Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. Yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel, so you go it alone. You turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real. Yeah, girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Yeah, let 'em in.
for viewing the UTB podcast. If you would like to sponsor this great podcast, send an email to unpackingthebaggagepodcastlr@gmail.com. Again, unpackingthebaggagepodcastlr@gmail.com. We would also like you to follow us on all social media. On Facebook and TikTok, go to UTB Podcast. On Instagram, go to B-Level ENT. And if you would like to watch any of our episodes, go to YouTube at UTB Podcast. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification button so you will be notified when we have new content. We appreciate you for watching and enjoy the show. All right, good evening. Happy Sunday evening to you, broadcasting from the B-Level Entertainment Studios. I'm your host, B-Level.
And I'm Andrea.
You're mute, Tristan.
And I'm Tristan Transformations.
And I'm Jayla with the T.
So, and together we make the baddest podcast in the world. We go by the name of the UTB, Unpacking the Baggage Podcast. Anthony is just walking in. I can hear the studio door closing. He is late as usual. Tristan, are you okay? Do we need to come in and send some strippers to the house?
You said what?
Tristan, do we need to come and send some strippers?
I just got back in town. I literally just walked in the door.
Oh, okay. The strippers are on their way. Let me go ahead and bring Mr. Late in. Bring him in. Go ahead.
Yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, dogs, cats, bats, and roaches? It's your boyfriend, baby. I am in the BUIL. Then what up, y'all?
He is late, as always, but he is here. So as I said, together we make up the Unpacking the Baggage Podcast, the baddest podcast in the world. Tristan, are you gonna be able to do the comments today? You want Jayla to do them, or you good? Tell me what's going on with you.
Can Jayla do them if that's fine, please?
Yeah, Jayla.
I got you.
All right, so listen, we need you to let me before I go with Jayla, we're gonna talk about this one thing, and we're gonna acknowledge some of the people that are on. We need to talk about the Ask Dree segment. Obviously, Andrea is a life coach in real life. She is a voice of the reason. So we're asking you to email your relationship issues to utbpodcastlr@gmail.com. Again, utbpodcastlr@gmail.com. Or inbox anybody on the podcast, and someone, either Andrea or myself or somebody from the crew, will call you back, and we will give you some relationship advice by Dree. Okay. The next promotion this week. I don't know if did you guys get to see my interview, the On the Level with B-Level last week? Did y'all get to see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you? Anthony, say, okay, you switched microphones. Okay.
Oh,
okay. No, okay. Did y'all get to see it? Jayla, did you get to see it?
Yes, I did.
So I was talking to Attorney Jeremy Bland. It was a really, really great conversation. That episode is still up. It's been viewed over 10,000 times. He had a lot of interesting things to say, a lot of drama surrounding that conversation, but it is still up. But this Wednesday, we have the owner of 96.5 The Box, Mr. Al Bradford, on the level with B-Level. This Wednesday at 7:30. If you would like to be a guest of On the Level with B-Level, send an email to that same email address, utbpodcastlr@gmail.com. Again, if you would like to be a guest, it is about real conversation with real people, and we want to talk to extraordinary people doing extraordinary things. So this Wednesday, lock your box, 7:30. Al Bradford, the owner of, I think that's the only Black-owned radio station. We're going to be talking to Al Bradford this week. Okay. All right. Now, Jayla is going to assume the reading the comments. And before we go, please share the live. Put share it in the comment, and I will get Jayla to shout you out. Okay, Jayla, you want to shout out who is on here? You want to shout a couple
Yes,
people
I
out?
will. Now y'all gotta give me some grace though. in case
Go
I miss
ahead. Go.
them.
Just we throwing you in the fire. I'm gonna help you. I promise you, I'm gonna help
Okay. Where you want to start?
you. Anywhere. Just go ahead and start reading them. I mean, I'll put them up. You want me to put them up? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start. I see Chris Webb is on here. She just got off punishment, but she's on here. Go ahead, Jayla. Who
we
is
got
that?
some Candy Wellp at Highlight. Thank you
Yeah,
for the shout out.
yeah. Who else we got
We
on
got-
here?
Was that Tablet Land shared? Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Tony L. Dickinson there.
Yeah, we got thank you, Tony, for
Yeah,
sharing. We
yeah.
got Shay sharing. Thank you.
Okay.
Marcella said hello. Hey, boo.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord. Okay.
And how do you pronounce that name?
It looks like Yolanda. Is that
Chris
right?
Webb is saying it's. Oh, hello. What is going on? It is sounding funny. What is going on? What?
God
It is sounding very funny.
Motherfucker didn't pay the light bill.
That's crazy. Wait a minute. Oh wow, I hate that. Hello.
Damn.
Hello.
God
It is sounding
damn.
funny. That is crazy. Hold on. That's it.
Yeah.
Hopefully that is. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody. Hey, can y'all hear me now? Andrea, can you still hear me? Tristan, okay. Anthony, go ahead and say something.
Check, microphone check, 1, 2, 3. Well, what up?
I don't know what's going on. She said it sounded funny. Yeah, Webb, I see it. But hopefully our technical difficulties are not going to continue much longer. All right, today we're going to go ahead and get into Tristan is texting something. Let me see. Another. All right, so here we're going to talk about our comments. So today, all right, this is episode 90, okay? Episode 90. And what we're going to talk about is how far we got 3 topics that we're going to talk about. First of all, I'm going to put me up here. I hate being down at the bottom up there. I'm going to switch deals with Andrea. Okay. The first thing we're going to talk about is how far will you go with your partner? To be loyal to your partner, how far will you go? That's the first thing. Second thing, later in the show, we're going to talk about age gap relationships. We know that Dion and Karuchi is dating now, and they have a 20-year age gap. So we're going to talk about the benefits or the not so great things about age gap relationship. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about friends with benefits. So the first thing we want to talk about is how far will you go to show loyalty to your mate? Now, I want to play a video, and then to start it off, and then this young lady, I asked the question, would you take a charge for your significant other? All right. And I know that Dree is actually in the car riding with Mr. Bobby Banks himself. So I want to see how she's going to respond to that. If you guys are riding, right, and the state trooper gets behind you, all right, and your husband or your boyfriend has a felon, he's a felon, and he has some weed on him. Let's just say something very small, some marijuana, not big. Will you take the charge for your significant other? Anthony, do not answer that question. Andrea, do not answer. Tristan, don't answer. Jayla, don't answer. I want to play a video. All right. And then we're going to come out. You know what? I'm not going to even play the video. Don't even worry about the video because I want to get into it. We're going to get in and out tonight. Okay. I want to go to Anthony first. I feel like Anthony is going to have the most comical response to this question. Anthony, if you were riding and the girl on the passenger seat got some left-hand cigarettes, some marijuana, some weed, are you taking the charge for her to show her that you are committed and you are loyal to her?
No.
Why not, Anthony? Why aren't you? I mean, she is a felon, so this is somebody that you've been rocking with.
Yeah.
You not taking a charge for a P?
No, I mean, I can't take the charge for. I mean, I wasn't in when she made the decision to get the weed or smoke the weed.
What if y'all ride smoking together, P?
Oh shit! Hey, it's like kill the man. Everybody for their damn self. Shit. Hey, baby, make a couple blocks. I throw the shit out the window, some shit like that. But
Okay.
yeah, I do some shit like that, but I ain't gonna take charge while you stay out here free, and then you out here free while I'm in there with some other men locked up, and you out here getting your back blown without No, baby. Let me stay out here, be free. You go to jail. You know, I go and make things happen for you while you in jail. You know, put some money on your books.
Okay,
You know?
Tristan. Like you just coming in. I don't know if you heard the question, Tristan. If you're riding and your
I heard
mate
everything.
has a little marijuana, right? And you, your mate is a felon. So if she takes the charge, she's going to jail for a long time. You've
Who is
never been in
she?
any trouble. If you take the charges, it might be a little probation. It might be just like 30 days. Are you taking a charge for your significant other?
No, because whoever I'm talking to not gonna put me in position. I don't even like you if you're gonna put me in position.
Okay. Okay.
You've been in a lot of goddamn
Position
positions
to-
you ain't
to-
supposed to
to
be
have to
in.
take
So
a
that's
charge.
totally different, you know.
P.
I'm just saying, you know, we just talking about
I'm
real
supposed to be
shit.
in
You
them
talking
or I
about he
wouldn't
gonna
be
be in
in them.
positions. No, you goddamn right about that. You know, I told you before. You know, 3 things I don't play with: the IRS, the Lord, and booty hole. You know, so I can't help you.
Okay.
Andrea, you are riding with Mr. Banks himself. If you guys are riding, right, and Mr. Banks got a little weed on him, you know, he decided, and I know his probation officer might be looking, so we're not going to say Mr. Banks, but let's just say it was somebody else, okay? Would you take the charge for your significant other? Hold on, Andrea. I want to hear this damn answer. I want to hear you answer this question here. Are you taking the weed charge, Andrea? You don't have any felonies. If you take it, you might get some probation. You might just get 30 days, you know, confinement, and then you'll be home. If your significant other catches a charge, he's going away for a long time. What are you doing, Dree?
Regarding Mr. Banks, I would take the charge.
God.
Okay.
That was loud. I'm sorry, Jayla.
No, you.
I'm sorry. I spat
Now
some
we
on my
both
hand.
doing the
Okay.
crime. Now we both doing the crime. Then that's a different thing. But if he's doing it by himself,
Okay, so Dree, why are you going to take the charge for your husband?
I would, well, he's my
Okay.
husband, number one. Number two, I would go find my medical marijuana somewhere, i.e., like, it's been there. I would try to get us out of that situation. You know, my thinking would be like, yes, like, I'm like Tristan. I wouldn't want anybody to put me in a situation, but at the end of the day, he, you know, and so if it's something that I could most definitely kind of get out of, then I would. I
Right.
probably. It was if
Okay.
he had some keys
Okay.
or some bricks or some this or some that, I'd be like, oh no, you done fucked up. You need to go.
Yeah.
You know, there is
But
some shit
little
like that,
left
you know,
hand cigarettes you might can take. Yeah, little
Yeah.
left hand cigarettes you might can get that.
Yeah. If it's something kind of petty, yeah, but like if you put me in a situation to take me away from my daughter, to you know, to do some stupid shit, like, you know, and that's even we can be, because it's still an illegal thing, but you know, I don't have a felony. I don't want one either, but yeah, so I would. I can't.
Okay.
I would.
All right, Jayla, are you taking the charge for the boyfriend or the husband? If it's you heard the scenario, are you taking the
Yeah.
charge?
No.
No,
Uh-uh.
no, you're not doing it.
Y'all hear how I talk? Y'all think I'm gonna last in jail?
What you mean? You don't? What you mean? You already talking?
Like, do you like? I mean, okay.
for it.
I
Oh,
ain't
you
cut
ain't
for
you ain't
that.
cut out for jail.
No,
Just don't talk.
All right, so
I'm gonna
I
go
don't
in
think
jail. They're gonna think I'm mute.
Be
They're gonna
me.
really bully me. Then I'm out to swing, and that's a whole nother situation. I'm be fighting for my life.
Yeah.
okay, all right. She's not talking. All right, so we got some comments. Let's see. Patricia Moreland. What is she-
Hell nah.
Oh, okay. All right. Tonio Dixon.
She said, "I know."
I know. Okay.
Oh, Kenny wrote a little something. He said, first and foremost, I wouldn't put my person in a position like that. Clock it. Secondly, we both will have to have that understanding. Lastly, I'm not taking nobody charge. I heard that.
Okay. All right.
Rhonda was like, there you go, Tristan. So she was agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Nakia, baby, said she would take. Yeah, she'll take that
taking
charge.
the charge. Big ups to Nakia. I see you, girl. You taking the charge. I see you.
Kenny, nope.
Nope. All right.
Yeah.
Tonio Dickerson.
I'm ain't taking zero, zitch, nada.
All right. Viola Moreland.
I'm gonna sing it. Hell nah.
To the nah,
yeah. Hell to the nah. I felt that.
All right. Okay.
Tony is agreeing with Kenny.
Okay. So obviously, we've got a lot of people on here that's saying that they would not take the charge. I am going to play a small part of this video. It was really, really good about this woman that decided to take the charge for a man. Then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about it. Okay, you guys, make sure y'all mute your if you are Andrea and Tristan, mute your mics while the video is playing.
I took a whole charge for a man that left me before I even started doing the time part 2. Well, I get there, they come in. I said, I'm not saying nothing. I took a whole charge for a man that left me before I even started doing the time. My ex-boyfriend and I were driving on the highway at 3 a.m. one Thursday morning. Well, he had a backpack that was full of tree that was in the back seat. We had just left the plug's house. Well, we were blowing and pretty messed up, I will admit that. Well, a cop got behind us and followed us for about 5 minutes, then decided to turn on his lights. My boyfriend told me not to pull over to keep on driving. He needed to think. Then he said, you can't pull over, you know we got a backpack in the back. I started panicking, didn't know what to do. I was so scared. Then he proceeds to look at me and say, do you love me? I said, of course I do. He said, do you trust me? Which I did. I said, yes, I do. He said, then you're going to have to say that the stuff is yours. I said, what? He said, you know, I'm a felon, and if I say it's mine, I'm going back to prison for a long time, this time. He said, it's your first offense. They're going to give you a slap on the wrist or probation at most. Then he said, I'll take care of everything else. You know, I got you. I asked him, was he sure about the probation because I couldn't go to jail. I have 2 kids to take care of. He said, you know, I got you. Well, the words cut so deep since they were so far from the truth. Well, finally, I pulled over. The cop asked us to get out of the car because he immediately could smell the tree. And then after that, he put us in handcuffs. The car was searched, and here they come approaching him with a backpack in their hand. He says, that ain't mine. They come to me, and I said, it's mine. The cop looked at me and said, ma'am, now I know this ain't yours. I said, yes, it is, with tears in my eyes, trying not to let them drop down my face. He said, ma'am, are you sure you want to do this? I said, didn't I say it's mine? He just shook his head and said, do you have kids? My boyfriend heard him talking to me, so he proceeds to say, baby, don't say nothing without your lawyer. Best believe you're getting a lawyer. I'm calling him right now. Whole time acting like he was on the phone with somebody. By then, the K took the handcuffs off of him since I had confessed that it was mine, I was a driver, and it was my car. They put me in the back seat, and to the police station we go. I'll see you guys in part 2.
All right. Okay. So I'm not going to play part 2, but let me tell you how it finishes because this is like 4 or 5 minutes. Okay. Part 2, she explained that she gets to jail because I've listened to it. She got a 1 call and she started calling her boyfriend. Her boyfriend didn't answer. She keeps calling back and she started noticing that her phone is going straight to voicemail, which means he blocked her. All right. She finally gets her sister. Look at Dree. She finally gets her sister to call the boyfriend on 3-way. He answers the phone and she's like, what you doing? What you got going on? And he is talking to her like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, that was not my drugs. You need to take your charge. And so the sister was like, girl, I'm finna hang up because there is nothing. So she ended up doing like less than a year, but this was her series over why she should never take a charge. Now, before we go, I'm going to go ahead and I want you to read some of these comments. Jayla?
Patricia's like, see? Is it Siobhan?
Yeah.
Said, stop what I was doing when I realized it was past 7 p.m. Hey, y'all.
Thank you, Siobhan. Thank you.
Patricia said, Lord, what's love got to do with it? I felt that.
Okay.
And then Marcella said, stupid. And she got exactly what she deserved to take a charge for a man that wasn't worth your time. If he put you in that position, he's definitely not a man. Amen to that. I know my worth and no man, little boy, or criminal will ever devalue me. I heard that.
All right, Viola saying.
See, and that's that BS right there. And that N-word
yeah.
wasn't even there for her. The F. Hey, he
fuck?
knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
When he called on that three-way, all calls are recorded. He wasn't
Right.
taking it.
Right. He wasn't saying that on the phone.
Kenny said real F-boy, man.
Yeah. This is a long one.
Vandalism Golden said, first off, she spoke too soon. Why she admit and neither had to admit. That is very true. Y'all should have both just said nothing. They both could have hushed and got an attorney. It actually was a way around it, depending on the year this happened and with the right lawyer. That's why you should never have spoken with without an attorney. That's what it says.
Without attorney. Okay. Von Sheila. Hey, Von Sheila.
She said, hell no, I would never. I don't care. Husband, kids, cousin, mama, daddy, nobody. That actually is very true, though. Some people will take charges for their kids.
And so that's the, I think, for our street credibility, people call those the ride or dies, right? You know what I'm saying? The women that will ride for you, the Bonnie and Clyde situation,
And then the niggas that'll leave you high and dry.
So, but listen, there are some women that will take some charges for their man. There are some ride or dies out here. Tristan is not a ride or die. Jayla is not a ride or die.
No more. I used to
Anthony
be.
is not a ride or die.
I used to be. Got my learning.
Okay, so you're retired.
So listen, this is how I am. This is how I
ain't got me no more.
I'm a little bit like Dree. If I
but
know
I guess
I'm a little bit like Dree. If I have no felonies and it's like a little, it's a little marijuana, it's a misdemeanor. I might fool with it, right? But if I'm like Dree, if it's some bricks, I ain't doing no bricks. You know what I'm saying? I might take a little marijuana, little left hand cigarette charges.
Yeah.
But I ain't doing no heavy. It kind of depends on who it is. It kind of depends on what you done did for me. Have you been loyal for me? Have you paid a light bill? No, I'm just saying.
Exactly.
It ain't the average person don't get the charge taken for them. But it depends on who this person is, what they've done to me, what they've done for me, how they've been in my life. I might, depending on the situation, it's a case by case basis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and Mama, if you watching this, I'm sorry, but I'm being real. If that was my mama, I still wouldn't be taking the charge.
You wouldn't take it for your mama?
No.
Hell no.
You ain't taking it for your mama, bitch?
Shit, no.
I'm taking a charge for my mama now.
Fuck
Come on,
that.
man. Y'all got to take a charge for your mama.
I ain't going.
If your mama old and she's smoking a little weed and she get caught with with that corn purse, all y'all mamas got that corn purse, right? with that joint that in the corner. Y'all not taking a charge for y'all mama?
No.
That's terrible. Come on, Jayla. We got some more comments.
Candy said, do I love you? You prove you didn't give a damn about me if you put me in that situation. I would have let them tears dry, blink twice as hard as hell and, for help, for real. The police officer definitely knew that she was trying to take a charge.
But if she takes the charge, she got to give it to the person that took possession of it.
Von Sheila, I think that's how you
say Von Sheila.
Said, I'm gonna ride with you, talk to you while you locked up. Best rider ever. Exactly. While I'm riding somebody
Tony
else
Dickinson.
Tony said, hell no, I don't care if it's a misdemeanor. If it ain't mine, I ain't lying. I heard it.
All right, what's Von Sheila saying?
Loyalty is not asking me to take the charge. Very true.
All right, Fallon. Hey, Fallon, what's going on? Fallon, I need you to share the live, baby girl.
I would never take a charge for a soul in this world. I don't deal with anything illegal. So any man that I'm with, I know I don't condone that lifestyle. I don't care who you are. You're on your own, and I will support you from the outside. I ain't even.
And I think what Fallon is saying is she don't even date a person that, if I understand her right, she don't even get involved with people that maybe smoke left-hand cigarettes or sell drugs. So that's not going to put her in that situation. Okay. All right. Let me give you one more scenario. Would you? Let's say this. What if, when I say loyalty, would you change your faith for someone? If you married somebody or you dated someone that was Baptist and they changed to be Muslim or Jehovah Witness, would you be open to changing your faith when you marry? You guys should worship together. Anthony, I see you shaking your head. You're not changing your faith for your wife?
Hell no. First of all, if she Baptist or whatever she is, I'm gonna ask her why. And if your God ain't there, why you claiming it?
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't. That's called unequally yoked. You shouldn't be with somebody that's believing different than what you believe.
So you're not gonna even take somebody serious, someone that don't have the same faith.
Now, at the same time, on both sides, if I meet a girl and she say, you know, I'm trying to get closer to God, I ain't gonna talk to her because I don't want, you know, my arms are too short to box with God, and I don't want to mess with His business, you know. So if she's trying to get close to God, I'm gonna leave her alone and let her get close to God, you know. But everybody else, oh yeah, I'm getting them. I'm not gonna busting them down.
Dre, are you going to change your faith for your husband?
No.
Nope. Okay. So you guys will worship two different places if you decide to marry him. Let's say he's Jehovah's Witness, he is a Muslim. You guys are going to just believe in two different things?
Yeah, we would have to most definitely believe in two different things. I don't know that I would marry someone that we were that kind of, you know, equally yoked in some areas of our salvation. So yeah, I would not change. He would just have to worship where he worshipped, and I would have to worship where I worship. But I wouldn't compromise my spirituality for anybody or anything.
Tristan, I'm coming to you. Can you date somebody that has a different faith than yours, and will you look at changing your faith or your belief for
What's
somebody
funny,
else?
It just depends on it just depends. It just all
You're breaking up really bad, Tristan.
I don't know why. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're just kind of breaking up really bad.
I don't think that's my fault. I think it's my fault.
Yeah, Tristan, do you I know you have some things going on. Do you want to just call in to the request line, Tristan? It seems like you're so we can hear you.
The devil busy.
Tristan, do you want to call in? Okay, let me call into the request line so we can have you, Tristan. Okay. All right, so Tristan is going up. Okay.
We can read some of these comments.
Yeah, let's see. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Deja, hey Deja.
What's up, Deja?
I wouldn't change my religion, but I would try to understand and respect my partner's faith.
Okay.
Kenny said it wouldn't work. I
Wouldn't
agree
work.
with Candy.
All right, Candy. What up, Candy? Web?
Candy said, I dated a Muslim. I used to sneak to K-Hog. Hold on, let me start that over. I used to date a Muslim. I used to sneak to K-Hog, give me a pork chop when he wasn't around. Hey, Kenny, you funny.
All right.
Vandalism said, possibly if I agree with their beliefs as well, but I found Muslim men very controlling, and it becomes very hard to date them because of their belief versus yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, we got you, Tristan. Okay, now you're on. All right, we're reading some of the comments. Okay. All right, now the only thing, Tristan, you will not be able to hear Andrea's response because you are on the phone, but she can hear your response. Okay. That's the only thing that the app does not do. Okay. All right, so did you tell me? We already? Okay.
I'm gonna say I haven't went though, but to me, I just feel like if it happens after the marriage, like that's different. But if it happens before, like we're talking, we have two different religious beliefs, I don't think I could ever see marriage with that person, because what are we going to be biblically bounded to? Because we believe in two different beliefs. So.
I mean, that's the perfect answer. I don't have any additions to that, Jayla. That's kind of what Andrea said. I totally believe. If I know up front that you don't believe in what I believe in spiritually, it's probably not going to be a wrap. Now, like Jayla said, if they get involved in something and start liking something while you're in a marriage, right? Marcella Town Whiston, what will you do? I know she is one of our Christian, very spiritual viewers. Marcella Town Winston, if your husband decide to become a Muslim while you guys are married, you're in this covenant with God, right? He decides to go Jehovah's Witness or another Muslim. What do you do then? What do you do then, Andrea, if your husbands decide to get involved with some other belief while you guys are in a marriage? How do you handle that?
I would think that you do your due diligence. Like, think that, like, if for example, if I'm Baptist and my husband said, I want to be Muslim, I would do like the other young lady said. I would want to know a little bit about the religion, and I would want to know what makes this one, so important to them. And I would try to have some balance, but I would most definitely let him know that may be something that we both have to go to different churches, or we both have to study different things. Because I mean, if you think about it, B-level, a lot of times you may have a woman who's saved and a man who don't believe in Christ at all, and she converts him, he will convert her. So it's not that different, but it is different. Like you said, when you're trying to be equally yoked and your laws are governed by different things, it can kind of be hard in a situation. So to answer your question, I would try to research it and work around the boundaries of both of ours, but we would both be very open and collectively come up with a decision, or either we would be we'd be doing our own thing spiritually.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Tristan, I think I don't know if you got a chance to answer that. Andrea had answered hers, but would you date Tristan? I think you were logging on to the phone. Would you date someone that had you already answered that question, Tristan? Would you date somebody
Yeah,
that
I
has
answered. I didn't know if y'all. I didn't
I
know
don't
if
think we
y'all
heard
heard.
his
It just
response.
depends. Yeah, it depends what close the relationship is, and it might end up liking the religion. So I don't know.
Okay. Okay. All right. Last question when we're talking about loyalty relationship. And I am waiting on Marcella Town Winston to answer that question. She's probably typing a little slow. There she goes. There she goes. Read her response to that.
That's something I have to worry about. My husband's faith is strong enough to never let anyone other come before God. There's only one God, and as the word says, for me and my house, we will serve
the Lord. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me go ahead and put these other two comments up here.
Kenny said 2 people that are dating in 2 different beliefs, it will not work.
It won't work. Yeah. Okay.
And then Von Sheila said, respectfully, I don't think it would work for me.
Okay.
And then I think Vandalism responded to Candy. No, I get it. I tried not to, but he just accepted now. Then that's good for him.
And then the last response is
I don't care how one may put it, it won't work.
It won't work.
Nope.
All right, last loyalty question that I want to ask before we go on to the next topic is what happens if you are how long are you willing to stay with someone who has found themselves battling addiction with drugs? They are stealing your money. They are stealing your money. They are doing drugs. They are not living right. They are stealing money. They're punning stuff out of your house. They're falling out. They're not going to work. All of the issues that somebody that's dealing with drugs have in life. How long are you going to stay with them? How loyal are you going to be to help them out of their situation, to see them to the other side? I'm going to start with you, Anthony. Are you willing to stay with somebody that has a drug addiction?
It depends. If they the breadwinner in the house, they paying all the bills. If I'm a fuck boy or not, and they doing everything for me, I'm gonna stay with them, and just tell them, baby, don't do that. That ain't right. Don't do that.
Pete, ain't no way you for real.
And try to get us some help. You gotta remember, I'm a fuck boy at the time. If I'm a fuck boy at the time, she paying for every damn thing. You goddamn right. I'm gonna stay with that motherfucker. Why I'm gonna leave and let that other motherfucker get her? Hell no.
But if she's doing drugs, P, more than likely, whatever financial, most times when they get on drugs, whatever financial stability that they have typically goes down after drug use, right? I mean, there are some functionally drug abusers, but most time if you're on drugs and I'm talking about not the functional, I'm talking about one who's stealing your stuff out of the house, who are not paying bills. So you speaking to the one who's taking care of you, the drug who's gotten on drugs really bad, who's not doing well with it.
You talking about goddamn 12th Street crackhead? Hell, no, I ain't fucking with no crackhead. No.
So you're gonna if that's your wife, right? God says for better.
What's she, a wife, girl?
But God says for better or for worse, P. She says that you for better. Obviously, this is the worst. So he is saying for better or worse.
I'm not gonna divorce her, but I can separate. He do agree with separation.
So you're gonna stay married to her, but you're gonna date somebody else.
No, I'm gonna stay married to her, and hopefully and pray for her that she can get herself together while I check her in the halfway house somewhere. And I would give her a little time while I pray to God and see if he gonna get her right. If he don't get it right, Lord, in the first 5 years, Lord, I'm gone.
Pete, I really didn't expect you to say something like
I
that.
don't give a damn what you expect. I ain't fucking no crackhead.
No, I didn't expect you to at least say that you would check her in to at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna check her in. Okay. The Women's Foundation, wherever the crackhead place go, I ain't staying with them. You know, if they stinking, it's, you know, most crackheads I know over there by Pick Pat, they be stinking and shit. You know,
Easy on Pickpack. That's my hood. See, that's where I grew up at. Easy on the Pickpack. 12th Street is where I grew at. Okay, Jayla, what do you think? Are you what you think?
I don't know. I feel like I've seen my friends deal with like partners that are not necessarily drug addicts, but like very addicted to like drinking and like smoking and drinking. And so like, and trust me, I love to have a drink, but it's not to the point where I'm
Nothing wrong with a little weed, dog.
yeah, and ain't nothing wrong with a little weed. I ain't saying that, but it's like where you're dependent, like you using your last few dollars to buy you a dime or something, and you need to be out in the workforce getting a job. So
Yeah, we know you don't. No doubt.
And too, Jayla, you know, not a person of your age, but obviously your age is a big difference
Yeah.
where people that are older have been through those things before, right?
Yeah.
So, we have kinfolks, we have relatives that have suffered from drug use and seen it. Our grandmothers and our parents stayed with fathers that they weren't on drugs. Some of them were alcohol. They were alcoholics. And because of that saying that a good guy is hard to find, typically people, for women, most times, a lot of women may stay in that situation. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So your answer is once you see it switching up, you moving around, Jayla. You're
And I'm not gonna say that's gonna end the love, but I wouldn't try because I'm very much like I love to help people, and that's
Right.
kind of one of my downfalls is like I give too much grace. So I think it just will depend on the person.
okay. Tristan, are you leaving somebody who is struggling with drugs? And I'm coming to Andrea next.
I might lead them halfway. Shit, I'm lead them halfway.
What do
I'm
you?
gonna get them some help, but I'm really a soulful helper. So I ain't gonna just leave you. But if you just ain't gonna do it at all, then eventually I'm gonna leave. But I'm all for the struggle.
what if a
But
motherfucker
if you ain't trying to help,
what if a person done stole all your beautician money you done made that day?
you got to I'm gonna beat your ass.
He stole your wigs, your leave outs, and all this shit. You don't
That's
order.
what I'm saying. That's with stipulation. You can't be around me. I'm gonna go get you some help. We can't live in the same house. We're gonna be split up. Like I'm happy we're gonna be friends more than anything.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna on you because everybody go through stuff.
yeah.
That's true.
Now, Miss Life Coach, Andrea is a life coach. Andrea, are you leaving your mate that's battling drug addiction? You are married to this person. You are not dating them. Are you leaving them?
I would say you stay until you can't anymore. You exhaust everything that you can. Like I've had a family member, a really close family member that I loved and adored. And, he did all of those things, but he was still my family member. And I didn't walk out of his life because he had an addiction. I think that we all have addictions. Some of them are drug related, but there are people who have emotional, mental, sexual, all kind of other things that they're dealing with that does play huge roles and make people act out and be behavioral driven. So you don't leave people because they're in a space or in a place where the devil got his hand on them. You just don't do that. You try to walk the walk as long as you can without compromising yourself too much, and you just keep being there and trying to, maneuver them to Christ and always showing them, that they are loved, and when they're ready, you're ready. That's it.
Okay.
P. Dang.
All right. Okay. Let's recap. Let's get caught up on these comments.
Okay, so
okay.
Candy said, no, as soon as I see a twitch or you sniffing too much, I'm out. Hopefully, I recognize the signs immediately. I heard that.
Okay.
Viola said, hell again. Hell
Hell
no.
no.
To the no, y'all. Okay, I'm
She
out
said,
of
"I'm
that.
out of there."
Out of that.
All right. I see my relative Monty. What's up, Monty?
Monty said, I have to give her some consequences for those addiction actions. I must advocate for her to get help. You cannot allow someone to harm you with their actions. True. We must get ourselves emotionally support before we lose our minds.
Okay. Candy saying.
Candy said, I've seen firsthand what drugs and alcohol can do. I'd rather not.
I agree with that, Candy.
Kenny said, if the help I provide and they aren't getting / wanting help, I'm out.
Okay. So if they're open to the help, you'll stay.
And then Monty said, and just a shout out, I can get anyone drug and addiction help support. Just come to Wolf Street Foundation and we can get your family members help. I love that.
All right. Okay. Monte is saying go to Wolf Street Foundation if you are battling with drugs. He can get you guys some help. And then Erica Snowden is saying, what's up? Hey, what's up? All right. So I think we've answered that question. I want to switch our conversation to age gap relationship. Okay. You guys know that Deion Sanders has been seen around town dating Karrueche. I think Deion Sanders is 57. She's 37. Age gap relationships. Will you date somebody if you are a male? Will you date a younger woman? And when I say age gap relationship, I'm saying at least 10 years older. All right. Either way, if you're a female, will you date an older guy? Age gap relationships, do they work? Anthony, are you dating a much younger lady?
Yeah. Legally, not no damn, underage motherfucker.
And we are speaking legally, so we're
Yeah.
saying at least 21. We're not saying,
Yeah.
And how young will you go, Anthony?
I mean, I don't have an age, but I say probably about 24, 25, 26.
That's too
I mean,
young.
Dang, I'm 25.
But goddamn, you can
It looks
get
like
it.
you.
But but I'm just saying, I understand y'all opinion. I respect y'all opinion, but you gotta look at it like this though. The law say legally, so in the Bible say obey the laws of the land. So goddamn it, I'm obeying. So what's the difference if you 60 and she 50? Or are you 50 and she 40?
They have wisdom. Y'all be wanting young girls so y'all can control them.
No, that's not every dude. It's some 25, 30-year-old girls out here
But
that
they be a little slow and naive.
I miss all.
Not all of them now.
I ain't.
I said some of them.
If I meet them, they're gonna be
Okay.
educated. You better believe that they're gonna be educated. Now, it's some girls out here. Now, what about the ones that had to grow up early? Some girls had to raise their mama kids. And so they're in their mind is more mature.
They're more mature.
Yeah,
they're
than
just
than a
young in
regular
age.
25 or 30-year-old. Every
Look
25,
at them.
30
They're
year old.
more mature.
I'm gonna let Andrea sit this question out about the younger age. She's married and husband is right there. I'm gonna let you
Damn,
sit
that
this one
shit.
out.
That's
No,
the
I'm
best.
gonna
That's
let
the
Andrea
best time
sit
to
this.
answer when you're husband right there.
I'm gonna let Andrea sit this now. Tristan,
Why you wanna
are
laugh?
you dating? I'm gonna let her sit this one out. Tristan, are you dating a younger or a older guy?
Man or woman?
Neither. I can't do younger. But everybody that's young is just slow to me.
So can you do?
I ain't finna
Okay,
start to do your nuts.
okay.
No,
Can you
I
do?
older?
Okay, you can do older. How much older
Yeah.
will you date, Tristan? How old are you?
I don't want to tell my business.
Okay.
You got peace and time.
Okay. Well,
Honestly, I'm
35. How old will you
I'm
date? How much
35.
older will you date?
If they look good at 50, I'll probably stop at 50.
You couldn't lie. Your ass do 65.
If they look good, I ain't gonna lie.
Long as you tune that ass up and goddamn you got him.
You sure talk a lot about ass.
I'm
P.
talking about Tristan.
Okay.
You know a little bit more than I know.
So you are open to older but not younger.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'll do older but not younger.
Jayla, are you older?
And the
I
youngest
can't.
I'll go is probably like 26.
It's the
Okay.
same shit I just said.
Well, I guess, but
No,
Anthony,
it's
you're
not.
much
You
older.
said 24.
Man,
But Anthony, you're much older
And
than
you a
I.
lot older than
I
Yeah.
got you. I got you.
Yeah.
and
Jayla,
you way
are
older than me.
Jayla, are
Way
you
older,
you're 25, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna date any younger?
No.
What about older? Will you date an older guy?
Yeah.
You would?
I don't talk to people.
How much older? How much older?
P, how old are
Your
you?
age,
How much
nigga.
older? Nigga, ain't worry about that
Your age,
shit. Yeah,
nigga.
you crazy motherfucker. How much older would you date? We ain't talking about for me, we just talking about in general. How much older?
How
I
much
think-
older would you go?
I would
Jayla?
do a 40-year-old.
That's what I'm
40 year
saying.
old?
See?
So
Yeah,
15
I
years
don't-
older.
Yeah, I would do a 15-year-old age gap. But I also feel like for myself, of course, I'm young, but I do have like mature aspects to me. So I don't know. Like, I don't think it's crazy that my person could be a lot older than me.
Okay.
Black woman invented the term
Okay.
sugar daddy.
Okay, Dree, if you was not married, would you date younger?
No.
Okay. Would you date older?
Blink twice if you really mean to say no. We know you over there in a hostage situation, goddamn it. Just blink twice. Yeah.
All right. Would you stop? Would you date? Would
I
you
wouldn't
date?
not dating, but I would date upwards. Yeah.
How much older, Dree, would you go?
Well, I'm an older woman, so I would probably do at least. I mean, I could do a 10-year gap. I think 10 years would be decent.
You would
Mhm.
that motherfucker look 60.
Okay. All right. And for me, obviously, I would not date older. I would date younger. They need to be, and how young would I go? Half my age, add 10, subtract 2.
Man, fuck all that political shit.
No,
if a
for
motherfucker
real.
got gray hair on their
Fix your
vagina,
camera, Anthony. Fix your camera.
if motherfucker
Fix
got
it.
gray
So-
hair,
so-
if motherfucker got gray hair on their vagina, I ain't fucking.
But listen,
I don't even think gray hair grows down there.
Yeah,
but-
just to fucking do
yeah,
what
it
you at,
grows,
your
it
ass
grows
been.
wherever your hair is. Your
Yeah,
hair
yeah.
natural is your hair.
On your armpit, your private part.
Well, I
your
got a long
public
time to
part.
figure
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah, you didn't know that. That's a fact that you just learned.
Yeah.
Whatever the hair on the top of your head, that's where it is down. That's what color it
Yeah.
is down there.
Your public hair.
Wait, for real?
That's the truth.
I
That
don't
is-
know.
That is the truth. If
Yeah.
you have
Can
gray
I
up
do
top,
40?
huh?
Can I do 40 then?
Why? I mean, why would you not be able to do 40?
I don't know if I can handle that.
He can go get a wax. You know.
You know what?
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah, he can get a
Yeah,
wax.
I mean,
He
most,
can go,
yeah,
he
that's
can go
it.
get some goddamn dye and put on his public pearls down there,
Nah.
down back black.
All right,
That's
let's go
gonna
ahead and
have
read
me having
some of these
these patients.
comments about the dating older. Come on.
Oh, sorry. Eric, I was just
Come
thinking
on.
about what you said.
Go on.
Eric said, I was talking to someone older than me and he was childish. I do agree. Older does not mean more mature.
Right.
The youngest I would date is starting at 29. The oldest I would date, 50 maybe.
She said, I will date. What did it say? I will date is starting at 29. Is it she saying she's 29?
No, the youngest I will date.
It's 29.
It's
The
starting
oldest
at-
is 50.
yes.
Okay. All right. Erica, how old are you? So we can know the age difference if you don't mind us
You know, you're
asking.
not supposed to ask a lady.
I'm asking. She don't have to tell.
Okay. Kenny said, I'm 41 and I would date a young woman. If she's over 24 and she's mature and got things going for herself, yes, I would date her without a date.
All right,
Yeah.
Kenny. Okay.
Patricia said, the one I'm dealing with is 5.5 years.
Now that ain't too young.
Oh,
Patricia.
not you a cougar?
Nah. That's not a cougar. She's 5.5 years.
Yeah.
Cougar like at least 10 years old.
Yeah, but in the same thing, in their defense, the Cougars, they just want somebody that can got that stamina, they can keep up with them.
Blow their back out.
Yeah,
of
these new YNs,
Oh, my.
these motherfuckers, they can't last more than 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
No.
All right. Candy Webb say what?
They grew up fast, but mentally, she's not on your level mentally.
Okay. All right.
Viola said, not blink twice, right, B?
All right. Charles Lips is saying.
Charles said,
P,
P,
my
my
guy's
guy's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, that's right, child. What up, boy?
That's a real low.
Was it Monty?
Monty, yes.
Says, get some just for public parts.
Yeah, public parts.
There's that just for public parts?
He mean pubic hair. So we say public. 'cause when you pull your pants off, they public now, baby.
And Erica saying she is 38.
I
Erica
feel like
saying
that's a
she's
really
38.
good age range.
Yeah.
Is that Talbert?
Talbot, yes.
Yes, I prefer older. I've never been attracted to younger. I've dated up to 16 years older than me. My husband is 12 years older than me.
See what I'm saying?
Are we seeing a trend, Andrea, Jayla, that most women prefer to date older?
They have to.
I don't necessarily believe it's a trend. I think it's based on what people really value and what they really want in their life. My dad would say the same thing. He's like, I like young women. I'm like, but why? And I ask a lot of men, like, what do you get from a young woman that you're not getting from an older woman? It just or someone almost your age outside.
What are they talking about?
Hold on, Tristan. You can't hear Andrea. That's why she's talking, but you can't hear her response because you're on the phone.
Maybe I need to ask y'all that question. Like, what do you get?
What do we
Well,
get?
for me, I don't know. I just think younger women are more lit. They're more fun.
Yep.
I'm just not attracted.
Yeah.
If I'm attracted to them, it's one thing. I just never seem to be attracted to a woman my age. Like, I think
Oh.
I'm a little younger than my age. I think I maneuver, I act, I think. I don't act. I mean, so I think if I dated a
How old
woman
are
my
you,
age,
Bebo?
huh? 53.
How old are you?
53.
53? Oh, you my mama. Oh, no, you older than
How
my
your
mama.
mama look?
I'm
How your
asking
mama
the
look?
question.
Like my mama.
Oh, the motherfucker.
Your mom, hey Tristan, your
No.
mama go?
No.
Yeah,
She get it.
all right,
Here we
so
go if you pay bills.
but no, Andrea, I just think that most times older women are more set in their ways.
Yeah.
Younger women are a little bit open to different things. Just for me, from my perspective.
Yeah.
And I just haven't met. I'm lying. I met one woman that was my age, a little bit older, and I liked her, but most of the time I'm just not attracted to women my age.
The older women, they more expensive. These motherfuckers, you gotta pay car note, light
Yeah, these
bill,
hoes give me about 40.
credit
These
card
hoes give me about
bill.
41.
You know what I'm saying?
40.
You know, the younger hoes, younger women are cheaper. You know, you can give her $300, hey, and you good for 3 or 4 months on them bundles.
So what's half my age if I'm 53, Jaylee? You do the math on that. 28?
Yeah. No.
Add 10. Is that what's half of 53?
Yeah, about 28.
Yeah, 28.
Okay, add 10. 38
38.
minus 2.
36.
36. Yeah. So about 37, 36 is
So
probably about
attraction and attraction one, and then two, it would be that they're a little bit more easier going, or you don't have to spend as much money on them.
Well, that's what Anthony said to spending money.
And
I
don't
didn't
talk back that much.
You're more
Anthony-
They don't talk
attraction.
back that- But you gotta understand too, though. What are we dating them for? Most dudes just trying to bust them down. Now we just bust them down. You know, it don't matter what the age is. Now if you're trying to marry somebody, look for somebody to be in a long-term
I guess
relationship with.
that's
Then you should be looking at the political side, like B-Level talking about. But if you just trying to bust them down, hey, you at GG, how old you gotta be to get in GG? 25, 30?
30.
You can get it, baby.
You can be younger to get in GG. They say 30, 28, I think.
21 to buy
That's
alcohol.
what they say. 28.
I'm
They
not
like,
being in GG's.
25 at Wall,
did they look at your
whatever,
ID?
you can get it.
They did. Okay, well, I guess you can. I
Man,
mean, they said
depending on how you
28 was the
look.
deal. So yeah, I guess Anthony's right. It kind of depends on what you're trying to do with them too, right? I mean, if you're having fun with them, you know, that's one thing. But if you're trying to date them with the purpose, you know, that might get a little sticky.
But see, y'all going to the club with them. The women going to the clubs with them. You know, I always tell. I use the analogy of this right here. When a woman get 21 years old and you bad, you hot shit. You know what I'm saying? You bad in the motherfucker.
Okay.
Now, when you get 42, it was a baby born when you were 21. Now that you're 42, she 21. Now she in the club with you. And she wearing this same little $10 Shein dress that you wearing. And this made a baddest motherfucker win. When y'all in the bathroom, huh?
Where did he? It's here we go with this sad shit again.
I'm just saying the real shit. When you go to the bathroom, right? You see her in the pictures, taking pictures in the mirror. You tell, oh, I like your dress. You look good. She tell you the same shit, right? Now, when she come back in the club by the dance floor, that 42-year-old man, he looking at the baddest chick, which one y'all win. You know, whatever that look like. You might have a girdle on to keep your belly in, to keep to compete with her. No, she ain't gotta wear no goddamn girdle and no.
Because it's all standing up.
Yeah. What the hell them girls be wearing now? Them Spanx. She ain't gotta wear no Spanx. You know, so that's where it is. It just made a bad chick win.
Let's read some of this comments and then we're gonna come back. What is Simone saying?
Simone said, "I've mostly dated older since I was 18."
You just were fast in the ass.
Anyway, Monty said, "I think women like stability, and older men should have their stuff together."
We're gonna talk about that, Monty, for real.
Candy said, "Jay," I think she was talking to me.
Okay.
Or something. Anthony talk that talk. That's what Kenny said.
Anthony talk that talk. Right. He big enough, Anthony. All right, Marcella.
That's it, B. I'm older. I'm not down for that childish shit.
Okay. All right, Marcella. Okay.
Shay said also consider the maturity because up in age does also equal maturity.
Right.
Kenny said start facts.
State facts, P.
Oh, state. Sorry. Shay says also older people doesn't always equal maturity. I will say that I've dealt with people older than me, but I felt like I was a little bit more mature than them. I don't think age equals maturity.
Do you guys believe that the older that women get, the less attractive they get versus the older that guys get, the more attractive we get?
I don't believe that. I do not believe
Yeah, I
that.
do. Because
I
I
don't.
look, I'm a baddie,
don't.
goddamn it, right now, boy. Boy, compared to what I was back then, boy, I'm a baddie.
Tristan, do you feel the older the guys get, the more attractive they are?
In some instances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just my mind. Some say I'm a chauvinist, but I do think that the older that a woman get, the less her stock gets. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She get all flabby.
And y'all don't get flabby either.
Her arms get the hiding behind her arm and shit. She got no
No, I don't agree with
I'm
this
about to say
at
her
all.
man arms and shit.
He
So-
working too. So they just need to stop it.
What were you saying, Andrea? Go ahead. We were kind of talking. Go say what you.
This shit don't work. They just need to stop it. I mean, Anthony needs to just
We can get appeal for it, right? I mean, obviously, when it stopped working, there are appeals for that.
But saggy balls is still a saggy ball.
Man, hey, now when it's cold outside, shit, when it's cold, them motherfuckers draw the fuck up. They only hot. When they're hot, they sag. But goddamn it, cut the air on 68.
Yeah, Candy said yes. Salt and pepper beards are sexy. Let's see. Shayla Tree says sometimes, but the way they think or talk may turn me off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Patricia is saying y'all shit stop working.
Thanks.
Patricia,
It
we can
do.
take pills for that. All right, we can take pills for that, baby.
Mm.
Candy Webb said, and y'all get ED.
And do. And women don't. We don't
See,
have
but
those
see,
issues.
Well, y'all do get menopause.
That's,
I mean,
yeah. But
so-
see, a lot of
do
men,
get
we
that,
had a
but it's not drying up.
Tarbra says, I feel the older we get, we are looking for more than looks. Candy Webb
Yeah.
is saying, y'all need
Fix
fix a flat. Oh my goodness. Candy's having some.
I mean, hey, now I'm gonna say this for the guys.
Okay.
Now you know if your ass can last only 2 or 3 minutes, but you have a lot of weapons that God have given you. You got a tongue,
Right.
you got fingers, you
Right.
got, you got other stuff you can use. You can even use her toys to play with her with the toys, So
Wait, what?
yeah, so I'm saying if you know you only last 2 or 3 minutes, right? Play with
cannot
that,
hear.
play with that thing with your
P-
mouth
P is right.
for about 20 minutes.
You can make up
30
for
minutes.
that. You can.
She ain't gonna never complain about you,
Right.
but you playing with your tongue for
preach,
30 minutes.
preach,
Yeah,
preacher.
Yeah, she's shaking and flopping like a fish out of water.
Preach.
Go up in that thing with that little thing you got. And get
Hallelujah.
them 3 minutes out the way.
Preach.
He did
Hey,
not say how to.
Hey, after them 3 minutes out the way, she forgot that you only lasted for 3 minutes.
P is right, y'all. P is right. If
telling
you
you.
got a minute, man, tell him just don't jump to the business
No,
so fast,
use
right?
that tongue.
Yeah, do that for a little while. Get her warmed up. And if by that time,
30 minutes.
after she blast off,
yeah.
then you go.
Yeah.
But there are ways around that, right? That
Yeah.
if you are a minute man, fellas, y'all can fix it. Just don't get to the business so soon.
No.
Okay. Shayla Treese is saying, here she go. No P, don't forget that women can get lifted, etc.
Yeah.
Facts again.
Go ahead and
Get
read
touched
Kenny.
and lifted. Kenny says the older I've gotten, I've become a cold real deal spill. I'm still young, but I'm getting cold as the devil.
Yeah.
Patricia saying what?
Them pills don't always work right for
Man, I'm
Jill.
gonna tell you one thing that do work. Get you some Red Bull and some Skittles.
You've always been saying
I'm
that.
telling you,
What
Red
is
Bull
Marcella
and
Town
Skittles.
Wilson saying?
Marcella said, if you love a woman for her and not her looks, then none of that matters.
Right.
Man, love may give you such a thrill, but love don't pay no bill. We need money, honey.
I'm gonna say exactly what perfect timing, Tony. Damn P.
Damn, P.
I'm telling you.
Just actually said P is
Patricia,
right.
hey, y'all, they agreeing with P.
I'm telling you, man.
Viola's laughing.
Kenny says talk. P.
Talk, P.
I'm telling you what it is.
Topper says, and when she leaves you, she's gonna go to the one that can break her back.
Right.
Candy, he ain't preaching worth it. She may require
P, you ain't preaching worth shit. She wants require some penetration.
Hey, you can get the penetration, but I'm just saying, if that man only lasts 2 or 3 minutes,
Shayla Treese might be putting us on some game. She
you ain't
said
never heard of
liquid
liquid
gold
gold
honey.
honey.
What is that?
that's that little honey stuff.
That's the honey packet. that
Honey
you-
pack.
you're
And
supposed
what
to
does it
take.
do?
It's supposed to help
Supposed to make you
stimulate.
last long,
Yeah.
But I'm telling
Liquid
you,
honey gold.
Red Bull and Skittles. I'm telling you,
Okay.
they need to endorse me. I'm telling you, I get them Red Bull and Skittles. Hey, I'm tired.
This boy food. This boy
Yeah.
the food.
P.
I'm telling you, all day,
All right,
and night.
last subject. We're going to, all right, friends with benefits. Okay. And that's kind of what Jayla's in the situation, right? You are kind of currently in the situation where you don't have somebody that you're committed to,
Mhm.
but we all are not perfect. We enjoy the grown folks doing the grown folks thing is the yum bouncy bounce.
Yeah.
So Friends with benefits. What are the rules, Jayla, currently in a friends with benefit situation? Right? What are the rules to friends with benefits, if there are any? Do y'all have any rules?
I don't feel like it's well. I wouldn't say I'm a real straight. I'm very nonchalant when it comes to like stuff like that. I'm not overly affectionate. So, my thing is don't be all over me in public like that. That's just me. Like
Yeah.
we can speak. I'm not saying I'm gonna be rude and not speak, but you don't have to go out your way to hug me. Like I definitely don't kiss me in public. Don't do that. Second,
So you don't want public affection.
no.
If y'all were
Or if
not,
we're just friends with benefits, there's no.
I'll call you when I get to the house.
Yeah.
He must be a booger wolf.
Nah. One thing it has to be attraction, so no.
Hey,
No, I
Go
feel
ahead.
like if we're going to pursue having sex and not use protection, it needs to be exclusive. Like we are only having sex with each other.
how do you know that?
See,
If
and,
he's exclusive
and,
with
and
you?
technically that's the gamble of with friends with benefits
Yeah.
because they don't really actually owe you like loyalty for real because it's a situationship. Y'all
Yeah.
not
It's a-
in a
it's a-
real committed relationship. So
It's just
therefore,
a trust thing, right?
it's a trust thing. So therefore, if they step out of that, that's just the L that you take. But you knew that you were gonna take that L because of friends with benefits.
Yeah.
That I think that's where folks be getting caught up in these situationships and friends with benefits is that of course there's feelings involved. It's sex. Like you can't tell me that if you're continuing to have sex with the same person
You're
that
not
there's
gonna
not
have
gonna have
feelings.
feelings. It's just gonna come. But also that's like the trust. Like if you're going to therefore want to start having sex with other people, all right, cool. I might slow down on me having sex with you, and we definitely not gonna have sex again without it being protection.
Pete, there are any rules to friends with benefit, Pete?
Yeah. For one, it's depending, like, because friend with benefits can be more than just sex. You can be giving me, I can be giving you Fidel's ties, getting you a used tie for $25.
Right.
Your tie wore out, I might invest in your tie or something. That's a benefit. I might come over there and give you a jump off because you're buried dead. Your baby dead, then come over there and help you out. And I came over. That's a friend with benefit. But the rules with friends with benefit with me is don't be acting like I'm your damn man. If I'm helping you out and shit.
Right.
Don't act like I'm your damn man. We ain't together.
We just doing the grown folks.
Yeah. But at the same time, on what Jalen was talking about, I feel like at the same time, y'all lowering that price of that thing when y'all do friends with benefits or y'all have situations. Y'all, what I mean by that. Now, be quiet, Andrea. Hey, look at this shit. I'm gonna show you.
Andrea said the violin.
I'm gonna show you what I'm talking
She
about.
said, shorten your answer,
Yeah, damn
because
that.
we do have to finish
Listen,
early. Come
well,
on, give me
listen.
a quick version.
Man, just the version.
Okay.
When y'all out there, whatever you gave that dude you was with in a situationship, give it to me as your dude. If you gave him threesomes and all that, don't be trying to get with me and be like, well, I did experiment. I had threesomes back in the day, but I don't do that anymore. And damn that, I want the old you then. God damn it. I want the old you. I should get the same thing he got, over here with me, baby.
Andrea,
Don't
you
short me.
are the mature, the older. Jayla's 25. I want to hear from an older woman. Are there any rules to friends with benefits?
To some degree.
You like
Hey, Dree.
you
Dree,
sleep with other people.
you are like Tristan. I am going to text you the request line number. Call in so we could get a better line so we could hear your response. I'm getting ready to text you the line, and I'm gonna add you to Tristan's call.
I kind of heard what she was saying though
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, I want to make sure they get. So I'm gonna let you go. Call in a line so you can be mobile and still be a part of the show. Okay, I just text you the number.
You want to catch up with some comments?
Yep, and we're gonna call in now. All right, go ahead and catch up with some of the comments. All right, let me put them up there. All right, here we go.
Patricia said,
Jayla doing good.
Yeah, here we go.
Patricia said,
She gonna
try.
take my job too.
I was,
No, Jayla's is here. She's
No,
she's normally not in the studio with us.
Patricia said, try the friends with benefits. Didn't work. They were too clingy. I
Okay.
get that too. Ooh, because some of them.
That's why you can't let that dude.
Okay, but also let me say this, P, because you said this. I'm not gonna expect a relationship out of any man that I've had a friend with benefits situation. I'm gonna be honest with you. I already know what I'm signing up for, but that's also that emotional detachment person that I am. I'm not going in it that we gonna become a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend is my husband.
Yeah.
Because I'm never gonna be enough friends with benefits with the man that I know is gonna be my husband.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
But you better not let me find out about that dude you had friend with benefit with. I'm like, hell, hold on, you fucking Tyrone nasty ass.
Kenny
And he
said,
ain't do nothing.
All right,
But
I got
do this.
Andrea to the line. Okay, now she okay.
let me wrap up.
All
Katie said, "Yo, you land your plane on my land. We go together. I'm not doing that again."
Right.
Shay said, in my glow voice, I ain't tripping on you, ain't tripping on me.
Yeah.
So the feeling's supposed to be put in your pocket.
In other words, I ain't got no man, ain't no man, ain't got me.
All right. Talbert said, I'm married, but I've dated a guy and he didn't want anything committed. He just wanted a fun girl. I never heard that term, but boy, we did have fun. Okay, had a ball.
Yeah.
Trips, expensive bags, jewelry, etc. That's what it is.
Well, give
That's
a
what
girl
it's
your
supposed to
heart,
be.
will she ever have a purse?
Okay. Pete, Candy said, Pete lying. He's so tender, I'm sure. I don't know, Pete, you do give tender vibes though.
What is tender vibes?
Basically, like soft. Like
soft.
You
do whatever they tell you to do.
And then you could probably be, But anyway, Marcella said, I have a question. How do you be intimate with someone and not have?
All right, so I can take that one. Listen, Marcella Town Winston, for guys, most guys, sex is not all about emotion. It's about feeling. Okay, so women, it can, and most time it is emotional. Guys, it is not that emotional for us. So if you're talking for most guys, we like to feel what we feel. So that's how we're able to be intimate.
I don't know about that one. She fine, I'm gonna have some feelings. She ugly. Oh yeah, you can get right with me.
So what you're saying, you're gonna fall in love
if
with her?
If you want
to
one, I'm just taking one for the team, leaving the club, goddamn. You ain't gotta worry about me having no feeling for your ass. You ugly than the motherfucker.
All right, what is Kenny saying?
Kenny said, I can't do the friends with benefits.
All right, Dree, you there? Andrea, are you there? I got her on the call. Unmute your phone, Dree. Tristan, you're still there, right? Uh-oh, wait a minute. There we go. That's my technical. Now, but Andrea, you're there now, right? Dree, you there? She probably didn't know she was on the line. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get Dree on the phone because we got to do the Ask Dree segment, and I want to make sure I get her on. So let me add her to the call. Here we go. Here we go. Now she's not answering. All right, I tell you what we'll do. We'll do the Jayla with the T first, and then we will come back to Dree if she does not answer.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, let's get ready to do the Jayla with the T, and then we will come back to the Ask Dree question. Are you ready for it, Jayla?
I'm ready.
All right, let me go ahead and get your drop, and then we will get back with Andrea when she calls. We're going to do Jayla with the T first. Here we go. What the? All right, let's go. Here we go. Let's start it over. We're having technical difficulties, but we're going to finish it. Here we go.
Breaking news right now. ABC News has just confirmed that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested tonight.
Damn! What's the tea? These days I'm courtside with a mascot.
You want the tea, bitch?
Get your motherfucking tea ready.
I don't stir the pot, but I will spill the tea. This is Jayla with the tea.
All right, Jayla's in the studio today.
Hey,
we got Jayla with the tea. What kind of tea are you bringing us this week?
Yes. Okay. So I don't know. The city actually was pretty quiet this week. It wasn't anything too crazy.
Well, the only thing they kind of they talked about was the Cash Out Nick and all of that stuff. He's been a part of
the pancakes,
for a long time.
Yeah, for a long time. The viral sensations, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, he's been part of that. But other than that, it was pretty quiet.
It was pretty quiet. But first we'll start off with kind of state local news. I don't know if you guys heard about that couple that was murdered in a national park in Northwest Arkansas, Devil's Den. So I actually went to school up in Fayetteville, graduated. So it's like a very popular attraction going to Devil's Den. Now, it says that the name doesn't really have to do anything with the devil. I can't even tell you the reason why they named it. But the crazy thing is the man that murdered them randomly. Like the police haven't found a connection. The man admitted there's no connection, but he was hired to be a school teacher at a local school district in Northwest Arkansas. So it's even caught like national news because their kids was on with them. They went on a walk on a trail. They recently moved to the area as well. So it
was very random.
It was random.
Wow.
So I think we will be hearing a lot more about this because it's just something about this case does not give me that it was a random attack for him to only murder the husband and wife and he harmed the kids. It was a 7-year-old and 9-year-old and he did not harm them. So I have a little clip.
Here we go.
This morning, a teacher who recently moved to Arkansas is under arrest in the inexplicable double murder of 2 hikers killed in front of their children.
We were able to take a monster off the streets and bring relief to Clinton and Kristen's precious girls. And to the rest of citizens of Arkansas.
Arkansas State Police charged 28-year-old James Andrew McGann with murdering Clinton and Kristen Brink while they were hiking with their 2 young daughters at Devil's Den State Park. The girls, ages 7 and 9, were uninjured. Police said McGann did not know the couple he's accused of killing.
We're still exploring and determining exactly what that motive was. So it'd be a little premature for us to speak on that tonight.
He just moved to the area and was hired as a teacher at a local school. The horror happened this past Saturday. Police said they found the couple dead on the hiking trail, spurring a days-long manhunt. Witnesses describing the suspect as a white man with a medium build.
Be on the lookout for a white male suspect wearing black gloves, sunglasses.
Authorities releasing this police sketch and later this photo of a person of interest with clothes that match the description. They say he was seen driving a black sedan with a license plate covered by electrical or duct tape. Friends remembering the Brinks as kind and genuine.
I'm really struggling to understand why or how this could happen to such sweet people.
The couple's 2 daughters are now with family members who released a statement saying in part Clinton and Kristen died heroes protecting their little girls and they deserve justice. They will forever live on in all of our hearts. The alleged killer was arrested while he was getting a haircut. The Brinks had recently
situation. So I definitely think we'll be hearing more about exactly because he didn't hurt the kids, but on social media it has been like a lot of claims of like him being reported for being weird as a teacher.
Yeah, and they just hired him. Hey, Tristan, could you hear that video playing while you were on the phone? Tristan got me on mute. Andrea, did you hear that video? You said what? Say it again. Andrea, did you hear that when you came on? Can you hear the videos?
I can't.
Okay. So we're actually doing the Jalen news, and we're gonna come to the Ask Dree questions. So you might not be able to hear the videos. All right, go ahead to your next story.
Up to the next one is the WNBA situation. So I don't know if y'all saw that on social media. So this past Saturday, they actually arrested a man who thought it was smart to throw a dildo on a basketball court while two WNBA games were playing. And it's not funny, y'all, though. It's really disrespectful.
So basically, that is a disrespect. He come to a WNBA game and throw a dildo on the court.
On the court. And it happened at another game, and they weren't able to figure out who the man was. But they did. It's y'all really laughing.
I mean, half the girl using them motherfuckers.
And we're gonna play this video. I don't know if Tristan and Andrea, because they're on the phone, if y'all could hear it. But look, you are delayed if you're watching it a little behind. But let's play the clip of the game at the WNBA, and you guys tell me. I don't know if this has sound to it. Does this have sound to it?
Yeah, you can actually hear them react.
And you can see the object, the block right there. And the object comes, that green thing bounces, and it goes to the sideline. Once pick the object up yet, you guys go, oh my gosh, okay. And you can see the object up yet.
So they actually, I'm going to pause it right there. They actually threw this thing out on the floor.
While they were in mid-game.
Wow.
And so
crazy.
It's sparking a lot of buzz on social media, of course, with people saying, like, again, this is ways of people showing that the MWA not having respect the same respect that the
they have for NBA.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
WNBA does not have the same security risk
Yeah.
because there's
Mhm.
not as many fans, it's not
Yeah,
as
so
much
because how was
revenue.
he able to even? Well, I think we all kind of know how he got that in, but I think there should have been more security protocols in place where that could have been caught.
Right. Can y'all hear the video? Tristan on the phone while y'all on the phone?
I didn't hear a video.
Okay. All right. So y'all kind of just got to bear. That's one of the downfalls to being on the line. Okay, go ahead with your next story, Jayla.
Okay, up next is Sha'Carri Richardson. I don't know if you guys saw that. She was recently arrested for a domestic violence situation that happened with her boyfriend, who's also another Olympic sprinter, Christian Coleman. So, of course, this is Sha'Carri Richardson, an Olympic runner. So basically, she was arrested at an airport. So basically, they were caught, I guess, arguing, and it got into a physical situation into which she ended up shoving him into like a column, and then of course TSA got involved, to which she was arrested because they got the whole incident of with her continuing to hit him. So
domestic violence.
Yeah. So
Wow.
and it actually
That ghetto stuff gonna be her downfall.
and
She
I
just be too
hate
doing
that.
too much ghetto.
I really do, and that's what I'm saying, because she's not one that's not.
That's probably what they say about me.
She has so much traction going for her, literally. So I definitely
Yeah,
hate
she
that for
do.
her. And I think also, as even though they are kind of in a highlight, or on a big platform, they're still humans just like us too.
Right.
So
Right.
I do feel for her, but she recently just dropped out of an upcoming race that she was going to do, which most people think is involved with her
Involved with that, with
arrest.
her
Yeah.
arrest. Wow.
I ain't know you can run with nails on.
All right.
You ain't never heard of Flo?
No, I ain't know you can run with them nails like
You
that.
ain't got it. She ain't handling a baton or anything. She's just running.
Child should be having a whole wig on. It'd be hot. I know it'd be hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't stop her speed.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right. What was your next story, Jayla?
Shannon Sharp, if you haven't heard, my God was fired from
This
the
stupid fool.
ESPN. I can't feel bad
What she
for
done did?
Shannon Sharp is the guy that
This
had
guy.
that.
I know.
From okay, you talking about what she? Oh my goodness, Tristan.
Oh,
You talking
okay,
about
so
Shannon Sharp? He on y'all team, Tristan?
it's speculation.
He done lost $100 million.
Yes. So basically, I don't know. So this all started with another case that he had for a sexual assault lawsuit with one of these Beckys out here, that was young. So it's
See?
actually
19
funny.
year old. Yeah.
19-year-old. So that
Yeah.
that kind
See?
of flowed right into that. So he recently settled for the $50 million settlement for that, to which he was shortly fired from ESPN after that. So
I knew he was.
It
gonna
was
get fired. He was
coming.
talking about he was stepping down until
Yeah.
football season, bro. I knew you wasn't getting
He
no
still because he
comeback.
stepped down back in April. So
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
a lot of us saw this coming, and then I think a lot of people was like, well, if he settled and it was a
I mean, he guilty.
civil, situation, not criminal, why was he fired? I think people forgot that ESPN is owned by Disney. So
Yeah, so he did settle his case with this woman.
Yeah.
It's undisclosed amount. We don't know
Yeah.
what he settled for, but it did go away. Tony Bugsby, the girl's attorney, said that they did reach an agreement.
Yeah. This last one is actually not even in the USA, but it's really trendy on TikTok right now.
Okay.
It is this video of this young girl from Manchester, which is in the UK. So her and her family was caught stealing from a store. And if you ever want to meet somebody that's about that life and that action, it's this little girl. So she goes up an elevator that's going the opposite direction to go put her hands on the woman that snitched on her. And mind you, she's like a 9-year-old child.
And so the girl stole something. So she
Yeah,
went to
so-
go fight the girl that stole something.
No, she went to go fight the lady that snitched on her and her family for snitching.
Oh, so
Oh,
the little
they were
girl
stealing.
stole something.
Yes, the little girl stole something with her mom and her sister. And so security got them. And so the little girl knew it was like
Who
figured
told
out
on her?
who told on her. So she went up the elevator, the opposite direction, snatched the girl by her head, and put them hands on her. Watch the video.
There we go.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Oh, wow.
And went down the elevator like nothing happened.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you that little girl got her ass beat. She would have been. She did she would have got if she 9 years old and she'd be in violence. She need an ass whoop. So don't. What was her mother at?
Well, her mama was also stealing with her. That's part of the problem.
No,
Yeah.
she needed a good ass whooping. That's
Yeah.
all. She just needed a good
So
ass
a lot of
whooping.
people was comparing her to Junie B. Jones. I don't know if y'all remember that childhood book.
Yeah.
Because the way she
Yeah.
was acting. So I definitely think there's going to be a lot of more memes to come from that video. But that's all I have, y'all. Nothing too crazy.
Well, good. Dree, are you there? Can you hear?
I am here.
All right, I'm gonna play your drop. You're not gonna hear it, but you're gonna hear me introduce you after the drop plays, and then we can get into the Ask Dree segment. So let me go ahead and play your drop, and then I will introduce you, and we will get into it. Here we go.
Ask Dree.
Most of you men don't have the capacity to even be able to fulfill multiple women.
When you say the capacity, what do you mean by that?
Definitely little boy behavior. And at some point, you either have to find the woman who is really fulfilling for you, because when you really do love somebody, you really do care about somebody, you really are with this person, they are enough for you.
Yeah.
You know?
It's time.
All right, somebody's got a lot of some doors slamming some doors in the back. I don't know if that's Tristan or Andrea, but listen, we've got the Ask Dree segment. Dree, what is your question today? Who are we helping out today?
So we're helping out a lady named Lisa from Cleveland, Ohio, and Lisa's question today, which was kind of sad for me, you know, because anytime that we're involving young adults, I think that it can be a little bit, you know, crazy. But Lisa's question was, and this thing is going to be called Family Secrets. Okay. We all know that we've had him in our family.
Okay.
It's some space of time or another. But Lisa's question was, her sister's husband got drunk and he kissed his daughter. He's 17.
Wait a minute, you broke up again. He kissed who?
He kissed his own daughter, and she's 17. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
I heard
17.
that.
So he kissed his daughter. He got drunk. And
He got drunk.
Okay.
And he kissed his own daughter, and she's 17.
Okay.
She's graduating this year, and the sister's concern is, you know, the mother is saying that it was most definitely an accident. It was something that it does not happen normally. It's not something that they've ever dealt with before. And she wants the secret to stay dormant. The 17-year-old is close with Lisa, and so she did, you know, let her know that it bothered her. The father did apologize, and the immediate family wants that incident to go away. I think that but Lisa's question was, should she report the dad? Should she, should she make this a more of an awareness type of situation? She did say that there is a younger daughter in the house. And so her concern as an aunt is like, what if there's secretly something going on? Should I go against my sister and make sure that her children are okay? That kind of thing. So for me, this one was big because I just, sometimes, I am so about people not intruding in family business where they shouldn't. But then again, and he didn't have sex with her. He didn't, but the action was inappropriate. And so again, the question is, how far does she go with what did happen? And should she look at it as being something, should she look at it as being something small, or, could this be something bigger? And does she go against her sister? Because ultimately that's, what her sister is saying.
All right, so let me read this comment. Marcella Town Winston has said he did what he's been wanting to do. And report him because I wouldn't trust him. Drunk men tell no tales. So what the Lisa, which is the sister, is saying, should she keep it in the family or should she broadcast it? Should she tell somebody because it was inappropriate? Is that the question she's asking, Dree?
That is the question she's asking. Okay. And should she go against it? Going to go against her sister. It's just going to open up, because she said the man has never been known for that. He doesn't have a history of that. He's been a great guy. They don't know why he was drunk. He was drunk. But
that is what it is. All right, Pete, what do you think? Do you think the sister should say something or stay quiet? Family, what happens in the family stays in the family.
Yeah, I mean, the 17-year-old, we would have to get with her, see how she feel. If she felt daddy, did it on an accident, he wasn't really trying to sexual assault her and all that. We'll give it a pass with a Band-Aid and kind of keep a watch on daddy. and make sure when he drunk the kid's not around or some shit like that. You know, for real. I mean, you gotta, you gotta. If you want to help people, you gotta, like your kid play with sharp objects by the socket. You put them little plug things in the socket. They kind of keep them safe. So we know daddy like kissing on little women. So don't have no little women around when daddy drunk.
What do you think, Tristan? What do you think he should do? Should the?
I agree with Anthony.
Okay, all right. Just keep a close watch on it, right?
Because they really didn't specify like how was the kiss initiated. Like like a kiss can be it could be the normal, like you just never. Yeah, you just never know. Like they could be over exaggerating.
That's
you
why
know
I
what
say
I'm saying?
we
Like
get with the daughter and see how she felt.
see how she felt.
Andre,
Well, the daughter felt that it was inappropriate enough to express it to Lisa.
Wait.
So,
So let me ask you, Dre. He didn't do it in front of everybody. He did it behind closed doors. Just was everybody in the room?
Because I did ask that question. She said that they were there at home, and there was the two of them. He came in and he was drunk, and she said she didn't know. He thought she was the mama, but he kissed her. And she said that he didn't.
And I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm trying to get some answers. Did he do it in front of everybody, or was it behind, just in the room with the daughter?
No, there was nobody else at home when he did it. He came home and she was there, and he kissed her. And she said the daughter said he didn't even know he did it the next day. That's how drunk he was.
Does that change your answer, Tristan?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like he was that drunk. Cause I done did some shit that I don't remember, but I ain't did no shit like that.
And when you drunk, I ain't never been drunk where I ain't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know that people can get drunk where they don't know what the hell they doing. So to say the excuse when you get drunk, you didn't know what you're doing, that's some bullshit. That is a lie. He knew exactly. He knew that 17-year-old girl was not his wife. I'm assuming he's saying I mistakenly thought she was my wife. You ain't that damn drunk, bro. Jayla, what you think? What do you think?
I think he was drunk to do his intrusive thoughts, and he's trying to play it off as like when he didn't think his daughter was going to like say something or speak her mind and probably bring it up to the mother. Oh, I was just drunk. Like, I don't even remember that.
So you don't think he was drunk? Okay, and I as I said, man, I don't know that I can let that ride because that's how it starts, right? That's how sexual violence starts. It starts with a kiss, right? Then next time, I'm feeling it. And next time I'm touching your boobs, and then next time I'm touching your ass, and then so if you stop it and you address it, then I don't know that we can keep this on the hush. Apparently the 17-year-old daughter was uncomfortable enough to tell the auntie, right, Dree?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So she's uncomfortable. I'm gonna definitely dig into get her some. We're gonna have some conversations without the parents about what the involvement is. What has he touched you? We're definitely gonna get to the bottom of that. And then still after whatever happens, whatever the 17-year-old conversation, what comes out of that, I'll decide what I'm gonna do past that. But we're definitely gonna have a conversation with the 17-year-old without both parents.
Yeah.
If she told me, I'm going to handle it. So don't be talking about they ain't none of your business. It's in my house. Your daughter came outside of my house and told me, so I can talk to her or I can call the police. Which one you want me to do? That's your choice.
Right.
All right. Dree, what do you think?
I think the same thing. I think when the daughter took it out of the house, it was beyond where it needed to be. So I'm completely in agreement. I think that they need to do what's beneficial for the daughter. And I think that if the man is not going to not get drunk, he couldn't be there with my kids. That's what I told her. Because next he will be.
Marcella Town Winston is saying my problem now is more with the mom wanting to downplay this BS. All right. Kenny is saying I can guarantee you that man been doing other stuff too.
Yeah, something's just completely off. And I don't trust that. I don't think if that was my husband and the father of my kids that we can continue on with our marriage. You can't tell me that you were that drunk to mistake our daughter, your own flesh, to kiss her. And I'm not saying, we don't know the context of the kiss, but you can never just be that drunk to mistake.
Yeah, and then obviously, Kenny is saying you don't downplay nothing like that. Obviously, as I said, I think that most sexual abuse issues and violations start with that. It might start with small things and then it grows to be something else. So as I said, I'm definitely going to have a one-on-one conversation with the daughter, and hopefully, if she trusts me enough to tell me the truth, hopefully she would trust me to tell me some inappropriate things. And based on the conversation, we can kind of figure it out how far we're going to go from them. You don't want to risk it. Obviously, sometimes you know, I don't know, you don't want to make a big deal out of it and blow the family out, but you don't want to undermine the situation and be too lax. And now you got the dad sleeping with the daughter. And she told you that, but she was uncomfortable and didn't say that he's been appropriate with me in the past. So Dree, is that basically all you got?
That's it.
All right, today go ahead. What were you saying, Tristan?
I didn't say nothing.
Okay, all right. Before we get out of here, I want to tell you about an interview that we're going to have this week on The Level with B-Level. We're talking with Al Bradford, the owner of 96.5 The Box. Excuse me, the owner of 96.5 The Box, the only Black-owned radio station here in Central Arkansas. Up close and personal with him, 7:30. Mark your calendars. If you would like to be a guest on The Level with B-Level, send an email to utbpodcastlr@gmail.com. Again, utbpodcastlr@gmail.com. Okay. Do we have any other further business before we end tonight's episode? I know that P, you want any updates on your store opening?
Oh no, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Okay. Tristan, you got anything going on at the shop?
No, not right now. I'm gonna have a back to school sale. It's gonna be posted shortly.
I was like, you got to do something for back to school. Okay, we love to see it.
Is it okay? Back to school.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Tristan.
Yeah, definitely doing a back to school sale.
How do they get in contact with you, Tristan, if they would like to book you? If someone is listening would like to give them a book?
Well, I have a website. It's posted on my Facebook page. All the information is on my page. The website is www.tristantransformations.com. The emails there and also the business phone numbers there, which is 870-217-9500. And I take calls. I don't do a lot of that text messaging. I'm old school.
Put your website in a comment, drop it in case somebody's watching this live and didn't remember it, but they can go back and refer to it. Dree, you got anything going on with you?
Not at this moment.
Not at this moment. Okay. What about Jayla? Jayla, any nothing
No, I
going
just
on
survived tax-free weekend. You and y'all badass kids.
Y'all was y'all packed?
Yes, every day.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm a bad dad. I didn't buy any school clothes. My daughter's like,
buy it online. And I told y'all to buy it before tax-free weekend. It's not that big of a difference.
yeah, I think she's doing her stuff online, and she's older. So I mean, how much stuff do you want new? You know what I mean?
True.
You don't get a whole bunch of new clothes the older you get. So, all right. So listen, we will see you on Wednesday at 7:30. And if you don't tune in to On the Level with B-Level, I'm going to let Anthony take us out. Dree, Tristan, y'all hold on the line. Do not hang up. Do not hang up. Until then, we'll see you next Sunday. Same bad time. Anthony?
Same bad channel.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Had another rough conversation.